Let's get it. Let's go. Chase Furrow checking in. So today we have on the board Orlando Brown from Disney Channel. We're going to sit down, get some good game from bruh, get some good information on bruh, because a lot like China Ann McClain, which we all love and care about, Orlando Brown has always been one of my favorites as well, right? I don't know how you can't have love for somebody that you've seen grow up on YouTube or grow up on Disney Channel while you were coming up in those younger years or teenage years or whatever the case may be, right? But you always notice everything's fine and dandy when they're doing what they need to do for the system. But as soon as they start revealing information that can wake people up, right? As soon as they start revealing information that could keep people from being weak-minded and allowing the system to control them, then all of a sudden, oh, he's crazy. Oh, China Ann's crazy. All these different kind of things just to basically deteriorate them, deteriorate their image, and, get them off the map to where people don't have to worry about them, aka worry about the truth, right? So let's get it. Let's go. We're going to take this thing one day at a time, one step at a time. We ain't going to make no assumptions. We ain't going to draw no opinions about people that we don't have fact-based evidence. So today we're going to sit down as a Game for Dayz Podcast family and react to the video together so we can walk away from the situation and draw our own opinion. Let's get it. Let's go.
It was how the Lord basically took me from nothing to something. And
Amen.
what he did was he transformed me from the inside and out.
Amen.
And he's still doing that. And he's still doing that with all of us. So knowing that like this is a spiritual warfare game that everybody's not tuned into.
Exactly.
They need to stop playing Xboxes and PlayStation 5s and really understand what's going on mentally, because their psyche is being taken right in front of their faces. So what we do is once you put,
hey, this is the most important game possible, right? Bigger than video games, bigger than everything that you could possibly imagine, right? If you don't take time and focus on this, then you could definitely show signs of having problems in life. So let's sit down. Let's listen to what he got to say, because I know he always got plenty more to say. Let's get it.
you shine the light on whatever evil is out there, whatever energy that has been trying to bind you,
Right.
then it shall flee.
Correct.
When
Amen.
you expose it, it shall flee. But you have to know exactly what it is. And so in this case, this is just depicting what was chosen for me to choose, which was my problem, which is what we tackled. Number 3 would be myself, because we fight against the greater situation out here. It's ourselves that we're fighting against. So other than that, just trying to make sure that we all keep our frontal lobes equally balanced. We just have to make sure that we dish out the right energy. That's what we're mission.
Why?
Because God smiled on me.
Amen.
Showed me a lot of grace. Showed me a lot of mercy.
Hey, and without God's grace and mercy, we're literally nothing. You didn't hear him say, how'd you do it? Because obviously he's bounced back. Look at his skin. Look at how he's communicating. Look at his aura. This ain't the same drugged out Orlando Brown that they were trying to promote to us at an earlier point in life, right? He's doing what he needs to do, and he's not just giving himself the credit. He's giving that credit to the Most High, because the Most High's grace and mercy is the only way we find ourselves out of situations like Orlando Brown was in. Let's get it. Let's go.
Some really big angels came down and saved my life.
Oh, man.
And some really, really, really traumatic and awesome things happened right in front of my eyes that I would not even be able to tell you, and it be believable. So I'm
gonna believe.
I've walked through hell on earth and the hell spiritually that they talk about in reading the Bible. It's not a game, and it's real high. So
Right.
that's what.
And what does it mean to you to get this message across?
Everything. I risked my life for it.
Who are you trying to reach? The youth?
He's not lying when he said he took that type of risk to get this message out. Let's get it. Let's go.
We're reaching not only the youth, but we're reaching people that are outside of our age bracket. when you say youth, when you say peers, you things of this nature.
Yeah.
It's far beyond that. It's we're reaching the globe. Whoever has 2 ears and a stable mind,
Yep.
and that has their frontal lobe equally balanced. We're not playing with any idiots. We're not playing with people that want to act like they don't see what's going on from their faces. We're not playing with people that want to play with Americans or any kind of other descent or ethnicity. We're playing with our lives when we go against
Amen.
God. That's why. And so if we can't tell this, that's like me seeing you cold, bro. And instead of giving you a jacket, I'm telling you, oh yeah, bro, do this and do that and do this, and I'll give you a jacket.
Nah.
I'd rather give you the game because I don't want you freezing.
Exactly. Exactly, right? Good game. That's what I always tell you, man. Think with your head.
If you
with
could
your heart.
tell people how to learn from your mistakes, how would you do it?
Learn from my mistakes. Period.
Anything's possible?
Everything's possible.
Yeah.
Everything's possible.
You can do all things through Christ who strengthens.
And everything is real.
Fact.
Nothing is fake. Everything is real. Believe it. Everything is real. But it's only what is real to you.
Good question.
That's what is real to you. That's what matters. And people don't know what's real and what's fake to them. So that's why they can't depict they can't depict or differentiate what's real in the world and what not to go walk into and what to walk into. They don't know what's going on because they didn't know any better. So how can you put somebody in the fire verbally or spiritually or any kind of way, period, if you don't at least consider what they went through?
And here's the thing, man. Like I always say before I start the videos, we're not going to jump to conclusions. We're not going to point fingers and make false opinions. We're going to get the facts, right? Because think how many times this man has been judged based on the media, right? Think how many times this man has been judged based on a lie, something that really might have not even been true, but it got enough media attention and it worked as far as halfway trying to tarnish his name. But you see, it only worked halfway, and then God gave him the victory because guess what? He's back successful. He's back doing his, high-paying interviews or very entertaining, very valuable interviews, right? He's back making music. You always know when he has his good energy on him because he's from Disney Channel. So we've seen him at his best when he's glowing and when he's feeling right and doing right. So we know when he's doing good, when he's doing wrong, you know what I'm saying, based off how he looks and how he acts because we know his personality, right? And that's the thing. A lot of people, they want you to see people at their worst so you can keep that confidence level for yourself and that disbelief for them and yourself. And you could think, wow, well, they're doing bad. You know what I'm saying? It must not be too bad for me to do bad. And, they're doing like this. So, it must be okay for me to do like this or whatever the case may be. It keeps everybody in a negative mindset, right? A very negative mindset. And then when they look at people doing good, instead of saying, hey, they're doing good, I can do that too. You know what I'm saying? Let's do it. I'm all for it. They're saying, oh, well, they're doing good, but, well, they don't really deserve it. They're doing good, but, well, they must be all evil, right? They're doing good, but, well, they're not better than me. No, they're not better than you. But if there's things that you're doing in your life that you need to become more disciplined, you need to become more successful, you need to become more well-spoken, you need to become more outside of the box, take notes from Orlando, take notes from the Game for Dayz podcast, take notes from people that are really out here doing it, man, because I'll tell you up front, there's nothing to it but to do it. You could think about it and I'm thinking about it, I got a good idea, but until you get out there and walk it like you talk it or walk it before you even talk it and just start being successful, life is not really going to flow in the direction that you want it to, baby. But let's grow. Let's keep going. And, shout out to my boy Orlando Brown. It's good not only to see him doing good, but to see any of my brothers and sisters under the Most High doing good, right? Because at the end of the day, if you claim to love your people, you want to see everybody doing good, whether they've been at their lowest, at their best, whatever the case may be, because you're loving yourself through loving them, right? You have to see yourself in other people. You have to have empathy, sympathy, all these different kind of things. You can't look at somebody and be like, oh, well, they're in that situation. That must suck. You know, I can never be in a situation like that, man. That's only for those type. No, bro. You gotta be like, damn, if I was in that situation, I would probably be a little bit more meek, a little bit more humble, but I would probably want some help. Let me help him. Or if I was in that situation, here's what I would do to prevent certain things before I get to that situation, because I see it can happen to anyone, right? You always have to come at things from a humble point of view. That way you could keep all your blessings and continue to add on to them, right? So let's get it. Let's go. Hop down there, hit that subscribe button. Come join this TH for Real Game for Dayz Podcast family, and hit that bell so we can keep you in the loop every time we drop. Also, hop down there and check out that merch. We got some good merch for you. I'm going to do some new drops coming up here soon, but I just dropped a couple new products last month, so we still got some bangers in the collection for you. Let's go. Hop down there and follow that Instagram. And as always, if you like the direction that we're going with this thing, which is straight to the top, hop down there in that description box. It's in a Cash App if it's on your heart. Let's get it. Let's go. TH for Real, checking out.